Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to the channel of upright men and women. Guys, as you know, yesterday I put out a video about the Reverend Paul Lewis. Now, after putting out that video, somebody called me from Westmoreland, somebody who I know very well. And that person corrected a mistake that I had made in that previous video. And now, before I get into today's topic, I'm going to update it for you. In yesterday's video, I had said that the jury that made the decision to acquit the Reverend Paul Lewis had actually accepted a bribe. But this person made me aware of certain things that he have every reason to believe that, or rather to conclude, that no bride had necessarily been paid to the jury. He said that one of the jury members is a friend of his mother, and after the case was closed, she spoke some things about the case to his mother, and his mother eventually relayed some of it to him. He said the jury consisted of 7 people, and 5 of them were women. And one of the 2 men on the jury, was actually the foreman. She said that the foreman was a member of another church, and she said that that foreman was actually a deacon, or he presented himself to the jury to his fellow jury members as a deacon. And instead of deliberating the case itself based on all the evidence, the foreman told them that they should ignore the fact that the DNA results showed that it was 1 in 37 trillion 600 billion chances that it could have been anybody else. And yet, even with that, the foreman told him, say, listen, this man is doing God's work, and God's work should not be stopped. And the foreman reminded them of the story in the Bible where King David, the man, the only human being, according to the Bible, that is referred to as a man after God's own heart. And he referred to the incident where King David fell into lust and saw one of his general's wife, and so lusted after her that he sent his general to the battlefront to die so he could have gotten the man's wife. So this deacon, who is the foreman, him said, listen, all have sinned, but this man have to continue doing God's work. And therefore it is your duty, even though this man have erred and he has fallen, it is your divine duty to see that he continues free to do God's work. So if you as Christians love your God and want to see God's work done, then you can't fly in a God's face. If he is to be punished, let God punish him himself. Do your duty and leave the man to God. And the lady said that it was on that basis that she decided that she had to come with a not guilty verdict. So she said she don't know if the foreman himself had been paid, but she said that she didn't get any money. She did what she did because she think it was her duty to her Lord and Savior. Now, when you see what I mean every time I say that the church is the center of depravity in this world, when me talk, me know me I talk about. Me not put my mouth a ground and pretend that truth is not truth. I don't sugarcoat nothing. This is not a pastry shop. Just something else for people to think about this bright Monday. Now, let us move into today's video. Now, move on to no look panda youth here. This is Aidan McIntosh. And Aidan McIntosh, just by looking at him, you would not think that this individual was dangerous. Not at first glance. However, he is one of the most notorious murderers that this island has ever seen. And believe me, that is not an exaggeration. And when me telling you, say, the Jamaican people dodged a bullet when the police shot and killed him on Monday the 3rd of February this year. He had to be taken out so quickly after Loban, or Tickman, who had been killed just a week or so previously. And believe me, it was extremely important. What people did not know was Aidan McIntosh was second in command of the Klansman gang, and he would have succeeded Tickman. And guess how old he was when he died? He was 24. He was born in the year 2000. If he had lived later in this year, he would have been 25. So he was in his 25th year of life, even though him not reached 25 yet. So, the question you might ask is, how can such a young fellow rise through the ranks to the point where he becomes second in charge of a gang that existed before he was born and who badman reigned supreme from such time until now? Now, I had explained his death in a previous video, but I have since garnered some more information to add to that. But let me tell you who this youth really is and some of his exploits so you can understand. There is a method to the madness. The first man he killed was on the 24th of August 2015. Him ride on a bicycle and go right at the entrance to De La Vega City and go shoot a man called Jocelyn Tucker. At the time, Jocelyn Tucker, they just have a little stall right at the front, the entrance to De La Vega City. And just shoot him and just ride away quickly before anybody come. And he did that in broad daylight about 2:30 one afternoon. Why Jocelyn Tucker was killed? Because his son had actually dirtied a man in the Spanish Town bus park about 3 months before, and them couldn't catch him son. So, you can't catch Kwaku, you just catch him shut. Now, we got to contextualize that specific incident. De La Vega City is the bedrock PNP garrison in Spanish Town. You have 2 bedrock PNP garrison, and De La Vega City is one of them. Now, for a member of the one other gang, go right there so and go kill somebody right at the entrance there so. Him have to be extra brave. No previous member of the one other gang had ever done such a thing. And remember, this was the year 2015. And in 2015, he was 15 years old. That's why I'm always saying, when chicken go big, you see it at them foot. Most of these gunmen start killing people pretty early, as young as 12. So this is what he looked like at the age of 12, of 15. And at the time, he was a student at Jonathan Grant High School. So, he mean the badness long time. But him even braver than that. The man go Rivali jungle and go kill a man again in a broad daylight. See, with the first killing, dress up himself in a old tear up clothes, our old tear up cap as a disguise. But this time when he was going, this particular one now, incident happening on the 5th of January 2021. And when he was going for this man, this specific man, him dressed up in a school uniform because him look like a school youth, even though this was 2021 and him out school long time. Him put on khaki clothes, but him put on a St. Jago tie. Because to where Rivoli Jungle is, it is very close to St. Jago High School, and sometimes some of the St. Jago youth them will pass right through that area. So he was sent to take out a man, and him know which part that man normally clown. So him walk a day during school hours and look for a time when the course was clear, when him know say nobody not expect nothing, and that school youths in school uniform from Jago normally would pass there. So it would look suspicious if a Jago youth passed through the community. And the man have a little shop in the area. And him go right inside the community and make sure blaze up the man.
One other
and
gang.
him run come out back.
One other gang.
And to the I don't remember the name of that street, but if you know the street where the cinema used to be, somewhere down below where the Registrar General office used to be in Spanish Town, down there so. And him take two fence and disappear before anybody could get to him to go pick up weapon and come at him. How brave and dangerous and brazen that young man was. Now, we need to contextualize this too. Rivoli Jungle was the twin sister to Concrete Jungle that was in downtown Kingston. Rivoli Jungle existed from in the 60s when PNP captured whole of this stuff and made it their territory. So, when it comes to De La Vega is bigger and have a higher population. But the rock solid comrade are in its older sister, Rivoli Jungle. Although them call it Rivoli Gardens recently, are just plain Rivoli. And him go right in the heart of that and go take out a man that the one other wanted to get rid of. So this youth not even doing thing by night. Him do film thing broad daylight, brazen like that. And because of that, he climbed the ranks of the one other gang in quick succession because he's a youth when back from nothing. Now, the last man he is known to have killed was a 54-year-old man who was shot and killed while riding a bicycle along Salt Pan Road in Spanish Town. That man's name is Dennis Stewart. This man now, him can't catch him a day. And can't catch him when sun bright because this man come out early morning and going back late at night and it's hard to pin him down. How he got to him was lay waiting when him ride out him bicycle at the 5 o'clock bells to get to work. About 5:45 a.m. When the man on him way to work, him just come out pan him and blaze him up and just walk. Go back over Tars Pen. Yeah man, you have some cool man outside there, you know. So that killing on the 23rd of October last year was probably the last one he did. Now, look pan him. Just look pan him good. Them here are him. He look like he could be anybody's child. Any young man that could have been engaged in any other lawful and productive activity, but he chose the wrong path. And why him was so hard, why he was so successful of what he did and was so hard to catch, is that him have a baby face. And not only him have a baby face, but him often change him looks. As you can see in this picture, him bleach out like white man. And this you can see that him has a darker complexion. And depends upon the type of work he works in operation he has to do. He will bleach out his skin at times and sometimes he'll let his complexion come back. He will cut his hair sometimes very low. to commit certain works and then grow it back and plot it up when it suit him. So a man like this who was so ruthless and versatile and obviously pretty talented. And the boy did brilliant to in him head because he could have done maths and everything. So he was the crown prince of the one other gang. And I hear that he was the one who came up with a brilliant idea to start funding tertiary education for selected members of the one other gang to make sure that the gang can continue into the future and have friends in high places. Because his position was, listen, we can't have just friends in low places. We need to have friends also in high places. Because that will ensure the longevity of the organization. So when the powers that be sent for Tickman and got rid of him, they couldn't leave a man who is as brilliant as he is ruthless to fully take over the gang. What gonna happen then? That means him going to step up the thing maybe 10 times to where it is at the stage when Tickman dead. So it was vital, absolutely vital, for them to go for him in quick succession. So, another point to note. I've always told you guys, that you should always judge a book by its cover. And look at this book cover. Virtually 100% of gunmen where you kill, where the police kill, are who get charged for gun and murder and in a lockup now. Them pants look like this and wear like this. So, are you saying, members of the public, that we should ignore this fact? And look pan yourself when he must sit down. He must sit down pan a chair and the seat where he must sit down pan him belt the halfway down to the back of him knee. That's why me tell a man say, you see if me a run a country, anybody me see a walk pan road look so, them in a problem. Because if you are, as far as I'm concerned, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, waggle like a duck, and look like a duck, it is a duck. And if it is not a duck, it is a wannabe duck. Therefore, if me I go out, go shoot duck, and you decide for dress to look like a duck, then you're going to take off the D and add an F right there for me. And please, don't laugh. Don't laugh. This is no joking matter. Too bad, it's your fault for go dress like a duck and know you were not a duck. Because it means you have the mindset of a duck. And it's only a matter of time that you will act like the idols and those that you are emulating. You're going to emulate them because them are your idol, else you wouldn't dress like them. And if them innocent, so what? Give God something to do. Him, when they send him up to God, him, you start out the wheat from the tears. Because when them down here kill people, God stand up and fold him hand and make them kill any amount of people where they want to kill. Send them to him, make them, if them a good boy, him send him yourself. If them a bad boy, him send him over there. So give him something to do. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, leave a comment below. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video.